The Prince and Princess of Wales are set to move home by the end of the year. Princess Catherine's new home in Windsor will be just 10 minutes from the Princess of Edinburgh, who has been dubbed her royal best friend. Prince William and Catherine, both 43, will be moving into Forest Lodge with their 3 children by the end of the year. When the Prince and Princess of Wales announced their transition from Adelaide Cottage to Forest Lodge, few believed it was simply about floor space or a change of view. In fact, the shift, geographically minor but emotionally charged, places Princess Catherine just 10 minutes away from her closest confidant in the royal circle, Sophie, the Princess of Edinburgh. On the surface, the relocation seems innocuous. A growing family requires room to grow, and Forest Lodge offers a more permanent sanctuary for William, Catherine, and their 3 children, now aged 12, 10, and 7. But nestled quietly within Windsor's rural folds, and within arm's reach of Bagshot Park where Sophie resides, the move carries undertones of emotional anchoring, solidarity, and quiet fortification, at a time when the monarchy's female relationships are gaining unprecedented cultural currency. Princess of Wales and the Princess of Edinburgh have long been linked by a quiet companionship, often overlooked amid the louder headlines that follow other royal pairings. Yet according to royal author Sean Smith, their friendship is rooted in a shared experience of middle-class girls from the country navigating the gilded etiquette of monarchy. Theirs is not the bond of constant company, but one of deep mutual understanding, etched in decades of learning to move gracefully through institutions built long before either woman arrived. It was at Royal Ascot in 2017 when the public first caught a glimpse of that ease between them. A misstep in a carriage led Sophie to tumble, literally, into Catherine's lap, prompting spontaneous laughter that softened the formality of the event and momentarily humanized both women. It was a candid instance in a life otherwise micromanaged by protocol, and it revealed something rare: joy without calculation, friendship without theater. Years later, that friendship would take on quieter, more poignant shades. As Catherine underwent chemotherapy in private and disappeared from public duties, the speculation swelled. But when she eventually stepped back into the spotlight, most notably during a balcony appearance at the Foreign Office in November 2024, it was Sophie who stood beside her. Not in grandeur, not for optics, but as a calm presence in the storm of scrutiny. That image, unadorned and unannounced, spoke to something the royal family rarely discusses but deeply relies upon: emotional scaffolding within the firm. This move to Forest Lodge, then, is not just about bedrooms or gardens. It is, in effect, a strategic reinforcement of that scaffolding. In an era where loyalty and lineage are no longer the sole arbiters of influence, proximity has become power, especially the quiet kind. Catherine, now stepping further into her role as future queen consort, appears to be curating a support system that is as emotionally intelligent as it is institutionally sound. And Sophie, a woman who herself has transformed from overlooked royal to dependable mainstay, remains key to that equation. More broadly, the positioning of these 2 women, geographically and emotionally, suggests a shift in the royal family's internal dynamics. As King Charles manages ongoing health concerns and Queen Camilla balances visibility with restraint, a quieter force is coalescing among the women of Windsor. It is a network not born of titles but of trust. Not of ceremony but of shared scars and silent strength. That Catherine would choose to root her young family near such a figure is no coincidence. It is perhaps one of her most strategic moves yet, not in defiance of tradition, but in harmony with a modern monarchy that understands its future lies not only in palaces but in people. In women who support each other not with press statements but with presence. In this light, Forest Lodge becomes more than a home. It becomes a message. That behind every polished balcony wave, there is a friend who drove 10 minutes to make sure you were standing tall. That even in crowns, the quietest bonds matter most.